Hi, everyone. Vlad tells me this is a bit of a, he perceives it as a sort of a hippie badge you would wear on your shirt. So that has me curious. Scott McKenzie, San Francisco. Let me just read a little bit about it and then we'll listen and see what this hippie badge is after all. Scott McKenzie was an American singer and songwriter who recorded the 1967 hit single and generational anthem, San Francisco, Be Sure to Wear Flowers in Your Hair. Okay. The song was written by John Phillips, who played guitar in the recording. So, okay, John Phillips wrote it, Scott McKenzie sang it. Got it. The song reached the 4th position on the US charts and the #1 spot on the UK charts. In Ireland, it was #1 for 1 week. In New Zealand, the song spent 5 weeks at #1. And in Germany, it was 6 weeks at #1. Mackenzie's version has been called the unofficial anthem of the counterculture movement of the 1960s, including the hippie, anti-Vietnam War, and flower power movements. The song has also been widely regarded as a defining song of the summer of love, along with the Beatles' All You Need Is Love. I guess I haven't gotten to that one yet in the Beatles series. Is it coming soon? Is it on the album we've got now?
Yes, of course.
Okay, good. Then I'll listen to these in fairly close proximity. That's good.
If you're going to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. If you're going to San Francisco, you're gonna meet some gentle people there. For those who come to San Francisco, summertime will be loving there. In the streets of San Francisco, gentle people with flowers in their hair. All across the nation, such a strange vibration. People in motion. There's a whole generation with a new explanation. People in motion. People in motion. For those who come to San.
Okay, yes, this certainly gives off a particular vibe, doesn't it? It puts such an image in my mind. And for me, it's an image of a world that doesn't exist anymore. The idea of going to San Francisco. Be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. I'm trying to imagine myself now, today, going to San Francisco. Oh yes, Vlad is bringing this picture. We have this hanging on our wall. It fits perfectly. That's it. The little bus. The California landscape. I can totally see it. I just need to see a few people sitting out there. Maybe on some blanket or something. Not folding chairs. It's got to be a blanket. They have to be on the ground. They need to be, I don't know, putting flowers in their hair. You know, I actually have some memories as a child of some places in California, not San Francisco. We lived further north. And we left when I was young, so I guess I just didn't really grow into the culture and environment there, and it's obviously a lot different now. But that little picture that hangs on our wall, I remember that kind of landscape, I remember. And there's still something that pulls me towards it. Well, as I said, I've never been to never related to San Francisco in this way. San Francisco to me is a big city. But if you're going to San Francisco, you're going to meet some gentle people there. To me, that's what feels like a world long gone, because I cannot conceive of going to San Francisco and feeling this environment there now. But I know it did exist at one point, and it feels so specific and so vivid in my imagination of what it must have been like. Obviously, I'm not old enough to have experienced it, but this song makes me almost feel like I'm there, like I'm in the middle of it.
With a new explanation, people in motion, people in motion, for those who come to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. If you come to San Francisco, summertime will be loving there. If you come to San Francisco, summertime will be loving there.
Yes, it totally could be a pin you pin on your shirt, and suddenly you are one of those gentle people there. So
Make
what?
sure to wear some flowers in your hair, though.
Oh yeah, I can handle that. I can handle that. I don't know if I would ever actually come across as one of them. I don't know, but yeah, I could put some flowers in my hair. So, what is it about this piece that gives me such vivid imagery in my mind, that makes me feel as if I can almost reach out and touch that time in history, that part of the world where I actually never was? As I say, it's always a bit tricky to put your finger exactly on what it is. It's a little bit hard to pin it down, but there are some things that stand out to me. And one of which is the guitar. Very simple strumming, easy strumming. I imagine this hippie movement to be one which, you know, people were making their own music. They were driving in one of those little yellow buses with a guitar in the back, and they would stop wherever they stopped and gather and make music together. If you could strum a guitar, you could strum a guitar. And the guitar in this song is the type of simple strumming that I imagine would be easy for an amateur to pull off. And so there's that part of it, which, okay, it works. Then there are the hand claps. Because everybody else, maybe they don't all have guitars, but even if you don't have a guitar, you've got some flowers in your hair and you can sit around, stand around, and clap your hands. Okay. Participatory, communal, open, and, well, of course, the percussion is nice, some little touches of fun things in there, a little bit sparkly in places. And then, of course, the bass, which gives a nice pulse. It all works together to create this general atmosphere. But then the voice. Let's see. Scott McKenzie. I don't know if I've ever heard Scott McKenzie sing anything ever before. But somehow on this song, he nails it. It's rather, when you start to pull it apart with your ears, you start feeling that the instrumental portion of the music is really quite busy. There's a bit of, a lot of strumming, shaking, beating, activity going on. There's a lot of, it's very textural, and it's quite a busy texture. And the voice on top of it. If you're going to San Francisco, be sure to, I'm trying to remember how the melody went exactly. Wear some flowers in your hair. Something like that. It's so calm, it's so chill, it's so peaceful and peaceable. It's so dreamy. It to me, it creates this feeling of, you know, looking at somebody who's just decided to not be concerned about, not be stressed about the world around them. They're just happily going through life with flowers in their hair, gentle people. They don't want war, they don't want, they just want to live in love and harmony. Again, very communal, but this voice is the voice of the individual within that communal setting. It is the ideal hippie image. And probably what everyone who participated in that movement strived to embody. And so you have this very communal, inviting instrumental section, which is inviting because it's simple and it's communal. It brings everybody in to participate. At the same time, you have the ideal hippie represented in the voice. Maybe that's why it paints such a vivid, part of what paints such a vivid image in my mind. And, well, San Francisco. It's a pity it's not like that now, huh? Well, there are pros and cons to progress, and history comes and history goes as always. But this gives a very special feeling to that time, and, well, maybe I should put some flowers in my hair.